Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Pro Tips Volume 3. Now, this series is about Bloodborne series, trying to get you to better understand the game through my eyes and just trial and error gameplay, no guides or whatever. So, we're going to go over 5 tips. Tip number 1, fire. Fire is one of the most underused, underrated items I've seen people use in the game. They almost never use it. Fire is exceptional against most beasts with fur. So almost everything with fur is going to be susceptible to fire damage. Now take this with a grain of salt, because I tried it on bosses, and bosses basically have their own weaknesses. Even though most of the bosses are beasts that have fur, you're not gonna see this like super effective against all bosses with fur. It's just not gonna happen. And maybe it has something to do with the healing church burning all of the werewolves. And so I guess an effective method. But here I'm just showing that even though it's used against different types, it's effective against all. And even at the beginning of the game, if you use fire against the werewolves or the beast on the bridge right before the cleric beast, fire is really effective. In fact, fire is really effective against the cleric beast also when you're fighting him at the beginning of the game. So as soon as you can find a torch, and right here I'm showing you that I have a torch level 6, and I also have Kirk's hammer level 7. And see, with the torch, it only takes 2 hits to kill them, but with my hammer plus 7, that would usually one shot kill just about everything I've come up against. It takes like 7, 8, 9 hits to take this one guy out. So keep in mind, that moves us on to tip number 2, which is know your enemy. Always know your enemy. Just it's a soul series game, so be patient. Like I said in my first episode, all you really have to do is take your time and learn the move sets of the creatures. Otherwise you're gonna end up dying over and over again because you're just rushing in. And I know it's more of a fast-paced game, sort of like Devil May Cry meets Dark Souls, but it can be easier than people make it out to be. There's no artificial difficulty here. It's a straight up game. It's straightforward. If you learn your enemy's move sets, then you'll survive. Which moves on to number 3, Arcane. Okay, I was a little up in the air. I really didn't understand what Arcane was going to do. But I see now that it increases the usage of your items. So most items that do damage, if you look at the item stats, then the item stats will have either an A by it or a B by it under Arcane, kind of like your weapons do, where your weapons have a bonus stat where they scale with Arcane and they scale with strength and skill. So it's the exact same way with items this go around. Now the next part I'm gonna get into is actually the armor sets. So this is number 4 and number 5. This is where you're gonna meet Eileen the Crow, and this is how you get her armor set. And not only her armor set, but you're gonna get Henryk's, the old hunter. You're gonna get his armor set, and you can do this at the very beginning of the game. And so far, I'm almost like 60, 70 hours into the game, and I still use this armor set. So it's a really good. Both the armor sets are really good, and it's great for fashion souls. Uh, Everybody that I've played with has asked me, where did you get that armor set? Where did you get that armor set? What? Henryk's the Henryk the old hunter, his armor set. Well, first you have to talk to uh, Eileen the Crow in Yarnum, and she's gonna be right past the barrels. If you just look at my gameplay footage, I'm gonna run right there and give you a guide to get there. You're gonna talk to her there. She'll be there at the beginning of the game. She was there for me. You roll past the barrels, you go down there, you talk to her, and then once you beat the second boss, which is Father Gaston, excuse me for the pronunciation, but it's not English. His name's not English, okay? So forgive me. Anyway, back to the task at hand. His armor. You're gonna talk to her in Yarnum. You beat the second boss, father, whatever, and go to the cathedral. She's gonna be right outside the cathedral on the left-hand side, overlooking the balcony, just looking into the city. Now, when you talk to her, then she's gonna tell you not to go back to where you fought that second boss, the father. Okay, and just go back and see what happens. There's gonna be no spoilers. But here's her armor. His armor was that brown armor. Please like, subscribe, and please, if you want to see how to get this monstrosity of a gun, of a weapon, then look forward to my next video. Just like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling what you guys would like to see in a video, or if you had questions about a certain thing in Bloodborne. So until next time, Umbasa.